So it looks like they're about to get started. Both of them looking ready. Swang has been on a tear recently, so I can't wait to see this.
Oh,
And it looks like he finds the first combo there. They did not. Rudzil did not quite match his moves, almost, but not quite. And I think that's going to give Swang a little advantage here, as Rudzilla's board is already starting to look dangerous.
but as we talked about in our previous match, Swang did actually give Rodzilla his first combo. So with the trash that was dropping. So,
As it goes.
but yeah, I think early on, Rodzilla had a misdrop right at the first pill, and that's not how you want to start a game against anybody, let alone against Swang. So we'll see if he can come back from this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, misdrops in Dr. Mario are just uh, so they can just be so damaging and brutal. To be honest, so it varies. But wow, what an L!
Oh my
What a
god,
crazy L! That is the
that
longest
was
L I've ever seen.
that was huge. Like he's just a machine. This man is a machine.
Oh, absolutely. I said it before. Swang has been on a tear. He won the regional tournament leading up to this event, and he's really been proving himself in versus and speed in all areas of Dr. Mario, to be honest. So, yeah, this match is going to be exciting. His board is looking a little more cluttered, but I swear all of these placements he's making, they are all by design. I promise you. I may not be able to explain to you how, because that's just the level Swang's on. But I promise you that this man has a plan.
A man with a plan. But yeah, he as we also mentioned in the previous match, he's the one who actually taught me the setup three. And it's not really trash if you set it up with three in a row. You can make a combo anytime, anywhere, and that's what he normally strives for. So,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, one of the things that that I know is most notable to me about his play is his penchant for horizontals. He always seems to
mhm.
find these really awesome horizontal setups, and almost to the point where it feels like he's just going for horizontals specifically. He's going out of his way to do it. Not quite how Dave Smith would, like we were talking about before, but
Mhm.
just I can't even explain it. Like his horizontals are deliberate but they all have purpose.
Oh, and look at this
It's yeah.
tuck. This tuck from Rodzilla in order to clear a combo is a really good insight, and he's just now finding more combos available to him because of it. So one horizontal can sometimes just open up a ton of the board for you, and so that's why they're so important. So to your point, yeah, horizontals are just major gameplays
Oh
here.
yeah.
So
Horizontals are broken. They're
yes,
so good.
so good.
And yeah, unfortunately, Swang is dealing with it. Wow, that's an amazing three-step combo there for him. But you can see the top right of his board. You can kind of see where that yellow red meant to be one column to the right, and it's caused them to hang here. And now there's garbage piling on top of that. So that's how quickly a misdrop can get out of hand in Dr. Mario. But
And those
let's.
are always scary
Mhm.
too, because if you ever try to clear that, and you maybe do one little misflip, which we know happens here, it could mean that you top out. So those are always hard when you have the stack up that high.
The good news is that it's the underneath of those two viruses on the right is totally cleared out for now. So he will have an easier time building up to that if he needs to do it to close the game out.
Mm.
But he's gonna have to get to the end game first, of course. So we'll see as where because Rodzilla's has no such issue on his board. So that may be the difference here.
Wow. Yeah, and he just did a cross combo there, and it was really good and setting up for more combos.
Yep, he just continues to drop it. He's really putting the pressure on now.
And honestly, with his board state, he might just take this match from Swang.
Maybe, but I mean, the combos I just saw on Swang's side of the board, it's hard to count him out ever, completely anyway. But yeah, it looks like Rod is quickly getting to endgame here. He is almost got all of his viruses exposed. He's got the blues horizontally at the bottom, and he's got some combo setups on the left. So things are looking amazing for him. And he's about to drop it all right now, and oh, it looks like the
Oh,
garbage will steal this second part of the combo chain from him, but he is gonna make do with it, and he's one virus away now.
now I don't quite agree with what he did, which was blocking. Oh, Okay, so a lot of times you don't want to block those columns in order to be able to play. Well, he did take it, so never mind. He
Yes,
did just fine.
he did.
Disregard what I was going to say.
And that'll be game one to Rodzilla. Yeah, no, I understand what you
Congratulations.
mean. Usually, leaving your last Vard in a pit like that is not great, but he did come up with the backup strat and set up a drop combo to get the right
Absolutely.
colors down there. Looks like both players are going to combo each other pretty much at the same time here, and strangely enough, their boards already look completely different. Where Rodzilla's favored clearing out the center, whereas Swang is just still building up combo setups, and it looks like he's about to knock some of them down here.
Now it does seem that Rodzilla does tend to go for the drill clears, as we call them, as opposed to doing any horizontals. But he still just does massive things over on his board. But Swang definitely has some combos ready in the wings.
Oh,
like this
absolutely.
one.
I swear, every time I watch Swang, it's a roller coaster because I will see combo setups that he has, and I know he knows they're there, and he will forego them just to build a bigger setup and play super greedy, and then he always finds a way to get there without getting punished, and I'm just like, man, come on! Why can't I do that? Come on, man! Oh.
Yeah, he just has skills that I do not have, which is patience.
Skills and guts, I don't know, one of the two. It's hard to tell sometimes, but he always pulls it off, so it's hard to fault him.
Now over on Rodzilla's side, he is like dealing with a ton of blue, but just clearing up a lot of it with that combo, and a drop clear of all these reds. That was literally 8 reds that I think he cleared all at once. That was amazing.
That was almost like a heart-shaped combo. That was incredible.
We don't have a name for that combo.
Yeah, somebody get exact same on the horn. We need a name for this thing. Wow, and
amazing.
I mean, to be fair though, despite that, he is behind in virus count, and his center columns are starting to stack up here. So he's cleared out the left half of his board quite well, but the right half still seems to be suffering. So I hope that Swan can capitalize on that if he's looking to take this here.
Yeah, and he has what I would like to call a popcorn board, which is just a bunch of colors, not really in any sort of semblance of a pattern. So, and it's because Swan keeps sending him a ton of trash, so like he can't make anything out of this.
Mm-hmm. That space that he comboed out is already filled up, and he's stacking him right to the top of the board. And I think it just comes down to Swang's pace of play and his just relentless chasing of combos.
Mm-hmm.
And now the pill speed is so high that Rod is having trouble even completing the sit-ups he does have.
Mm-hmm.
He's just having to take empty horizontals, and I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from this. I think we're about to see a tie game here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! As he blocks his own setup that high up, that is just not going to be enough. I think we're about to see the end of the game here, and that's a top out. Swang is going to take the second game, and we're gonna head on to game 3 in just a moment.
Both guys all smiles until here we go though.
They're just having a great time over there.
I mean, we're all having a great time. We had a wonderful time that weekend. So
wow, unfortunate double garbage here, stacking up on top of this combo setup that Rodzilla had going because Swang was just a hair faster. That's the perfect example of the advantage you get from having speed on your side.
Mm-hmm. And again, Swang, one of our speedrunning regulars, so definitely not a. He's very used to working with speed.
Oh yes, no, his speed play is. I would say he's a better versus player if I had to choose, but his speed play is not to be slept on.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Some of the Rod delaying setups to build them up bigger, delaying combos, but it's not really working out because garbage is just disrupting them before he can pull them off.
Now, if he would have put that red over into column 2, he would have been able to combo that out. So he's making some plays. I don't know if I necessarily agree, but he just got a combo, and that was really nice to get him cleared up a little bit.
That was a great L, absolutely. And now Swang seems like he was forgetting to clear the viruses as well. He's just making setups too. Now he's starting to knock them down here. It's just strange to see both players on the top of the board at this point. You can see that Swang's speed number is he's 2 higher than Rodzilla, and basically what that means is that he's just placing more pills in the same amount of time than Rodzilla is. He's, like I said, his speed play is not to be slept on, and as you can see, as I've been saying this, the top half of his board has magically disappeared because he's just getting through
He's a
as quickly
magician.
as possible. Yeah, or something. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. It's magical, that's for sure.
Yeah, Rodzilla is trying to make some plays, but again, with Swang sending over all these, you can see he kind of in jest saying, hey man, come on, let me play something over here.
These guys are just doing improv comedy in the middle of a tournament match. What is going on here? Oh, they're just all laughs, all smiles, just riffing back and forth while they're trying to play. I love it.
As you know, love, we have a really good community around here, and so we always have a good time with each other. So,
absolutely.
Here we go.
All right, now they're getting serious finally.
Yeah, yeah. Look at their faces now. A complete shift.
So at this point, Rod's right side sadly is stacking up with garbage here, which is, I mean, I've said that quite a few times. It's not to say that means that he's facing some sort of insurmountable disadvantage or anything like that. But eventually, if you want to finish the game and you're not able to top your opponent, you're going to have to address that, and that can be a huge challenge if you don't start planning for it right away.
And especially on that left side, because that is the hardest to kind of shift your pills over to. So definitely want to watch that as opposed to the right-hand side, at least for me, I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah, on high speed that we're playing on in this tournament, the pills quickly get so fast that you're never going to be able to get them over to the side, no matter, maybe if you play Tetris, maybe if you're a crazy roller or something, but I haven't seen anyone employ that sort of tactic yet. Maybe that could be interesting in the future, but yeah, for most of us, that's just inaccessible at that point. Oh no! He's misdropped a pill to the left, and it's blocking the fifth column, and that's going to top him out.
Yep.
That's going to be 2-1 for Swang.
Swang was down to 4, and so yeah, he was definitely running away with that game.
Oh wow, they both have a very different start here, and it looks like Rod is going to get first combo. Doesn't really damage Swang too much. It looks like he's already got a crazy setup ready to drop as usual. Oh wow. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't try to get an L there and just go all the way. Like, that's the Swang move, I thought, but it seems to be working out for him. Both players still relatively at the same level on the board, although a lot more viruses on Swang's side at the moment.
But you see what he's building up to, and I just cannot wait for a yellow. Oh, he decided not to clear the reds horizontally. He's moved on from that. So, Oh, but here it is.
Oh, wow.
The doctor giveth.
Absolutely. And he's really caught up on the virus count now. So it just goes to show that favoring progress over damage at the start is not always advisable. It might be a race to see who clears all the viruses, but setting your opponent back is very strong, and it should be probably the number one priority pretty much all the time.
And another cross clear from Swang, and another L from Swang. Like,
the garbage just keeps coming on Rod's board. This is crazy. It's stacked up all the way almost on the sides here. In the center, it does not look too favorable either. This is not looking good for Rod. He's got to find something here.
Another combo and another combo. Swang is just not trying to take this to the end of the match.
He wants it to be over. He's trying to put Rodzilla in the ground live in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh my gosh, another three combo over. And another one. Oh gosh, the humanity.
This is great survival, but I just don't see him coming back from this. This is just a landslide for Swang, and that's going to be the top out. Swang takes a 3-1, and he's moving on to the finals of the tournament in an incredible display. That was, especially that final game, that was just dominance.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Twitch stream here, the DrMC, and we've got semis with an exclamation point because that is how excited we are. And as we get back here, along with our audience here live in Columbus, Ohio at the Ohio Retro Gaming Expo, if you are a fan of DrMC, this is all too familiar, Savage.
Yes, it is. So for those of us from the speed side, this is pretty much every finals from 2020 and half of 2021. So we've seen these two up against each other, trading blows many a time.
Are they warming? Are you guys warming? Okay, we're going to start soon, so.
No.
All right, and over on DrMC2, two great players. Rodzilla has punched his ticket to 2 consecutive semifinals. He wants to get to that grand championship, but he's got to take on Swang, the Phoenix regional winner. And as we're seeing, very well earned on Swang's point. But if you're an old school DrMC fan, Bears Packers, Red Sox Yankees, Dimwit Packy.
Sports ball.
I love sports ball, but I love Dr. Mario more. And if you get that multi-twitch up, folks, you're going to see two great matches, and then we have our grand final. So, without further ado, Torg, let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, pills! And we're off here. Best of 5 in our semifinals. And this harkens back to when we first started the monthlies. Just two absolute titans of the game.
Yeah, both Dimwit and Packy opening with almost the same bracket combo down the center of the board. So you see how their vision is pretty much the same, although it looks like Packy's got a lot of good stuff set up for these blues in the middle.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how these players take this down, because there's a huge bubble on that left side, and that really makes you lean towards that right side of the board just naturally, because there's more things to clear. So we'll see how these players do that. Normally in versus, though, you really want to just get the highest stacks off and not really create too many holes in your board.
And Packy's higher stack is looking a little bit troublesome right now than Dimwit's, because Dimwit can set up this horizontal, and then he'll be able to clear out that yellow from underneath to drop down the garbage. Packy's got a little bit more of a path, complicated path to clearing out that right-hand side.
Look at that combo by Dimwit, Savage. It's just so compact. It's one of those blink and you miss it combos. It's just such a trademark of Dimwit's play style. You just see like 2 drops and suddenly 15 pill fragments and viruses are off the board. Big wide horizontal player there by Dimwit. He is at 31. He's got a slight lead over Packy. I think Packy might be aiming to horizontally clear those blues up top.
Looks like it. Once he gets this yellow out of the way, he'll be able to, but Dimwit dropping that down on that garbage down on top is going to slow down those plans.
But a good L here, and then something to point out, he could have gotten a good horizontal setup, but now Packy's in danger here, Savage. Those 2 middle columns now stacked up high. Very, very clutch clear there to knock that down.
Yeah, now his horizontal is actually a little more open than it previously was, so some of that garbage that Dimwit said actually helpful for Packy. But if he does drop down these blues horizontally, he's going to rain down a lot of pain on those columns 7 and 8, so he's got to make sure he has a plan ready to go. 20 to 28 here, as you see the speed slightly slower on Dimwit's side. That means Dimwit playing a little bit less frequent here, and you see now it's a 2 interval here, so Packy's almost played 20 more pills than Dimwit. Yeah, Packy famous for just down pressing, seeing more stuff. Now combos that are going to rain down on Dimwit are going to slow him down a lot more because of how clear that board is, but he's got a sizable lead over Packy right now. And having played Dimwit out in our regional in the semifinals, I can tell you he really, really likes doing those methodical stun locks. 2, 3, sometimes 4 combos in a row, really just to pin you down. And the only way you can really counteract that is to just aggressively clear and try to chip away some combos of your own. Yeah. Packy clearing some virus or pill halves off the board with a nice T and a combo, but he is just really stacked up deep right now. It's 8 viruses to 23 here as Dimwit just methodically taking this board down. Really only pain point column 8. He's going to probably save that for last with an underclear. So we're going to see how this endgame works on these final 2 rows here for Dimwit. Meanwhile, Packy is just really trying to set some sort of combo up here, maybe be disruptive. We're going to see
two-bagger there, or rather a quad, as I see come down on Dimwit's side. So being a bit disruptive here, that was actually very effective, as it's 5-21, but Packy's got to unbury this big time.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, some of the garbage did not fall in a place where Dimwit was trying to drop down to reach the lowest layer. Notice he's got 3 yellows in a row, and luckily that part was not disrupted. And those end games can really be the worst when old garbage becomes new problems.
Exactly. And it's potential here that Dimwit may be trying to sneak down a double blue. We're going to see if he does that. No, he doesn't. He's going to just try to clear the column out and just have that little hole open. That blue is sort of shielded, but now he's got to combo it down or just clear it naturally. But meanwhile, Savage, it looks like Packy really starting to unbury that segment here and try to make this competitive. It's 17-5.
Yeah, all of a sudden just really open. I mean, there is a lot of garbage on top of this board, but notice the blue-red can take care of quite a bunch, so he's in good shape. Dimwit's going to have a nice combo.
16-4 here, but as far as it goes, it's free and clear for Dimwit, and okay, he does clear horizontally. Yeah, he's free and clear. He just needs to get that last yellow. I forgot that was there, much like we've done sometimes before as players. But Packy going to take game 1, and it is, Dimwit, not Packy. Dimwit is going to take the first crown here in this best of 5. And some GGs here as we have more and more people here on the DrMC and the DrMC2. Just a quick little update over there. It is 1-0 Rodzilla here as they finished at the same time according to Larva. Larva is very graciously making sure our DrMC2 stream is looking great. So shout out to Larva 12 as well.
Packy up high in the center of the board already. This is going to be tricky. I don't know if he's going to be able to work for a horizontal yellow. I think, he's going to get it, bring down into a combo, but he's got a lot of garbage along the way, and not a lot of use for yellow.
I'm really thinking a strat here against Dimwit is you just gotta get a lot of combos really quickly.
Yeah, I think you got to be the first, and you got to be the most often.
You strike first, strike hard.
No mercy.
No mercy in this dojo, and no mercy on these combos as well here, as Dimwit again just throwing down some combos here, 33-45, but Packy responding. Nice little drop there, clearing out those columns. Packy, I think, maybe looking to just try to whittle down those sides as well. Once that speed gets too high, it gets nearly impossible to get to the top of those stacks, so it's imperative now to try to get those whittled down.
Yeah, Dimwit trying to work on this red up on the left-hand side. He'd really like a red-yellow to drop down that combo because a lot of stuff will cascade down that left-hand side. He does get the red.
And really helps with that cascade, just keeping that overall top line down. Everything a lot more accessible here as speed is approaching 40. And meanwhile on Dimwit's side, Dimwit has a lot of almost clears, and those are just so tough to deal with here, but I really think some a blue search here would be super helpful for Dimwit.
Yeah, he could possibly get a good L going, but it will drop a lot of garbage down on top. And wow, a really nice quad from Packy. Does take down some of that and actually starts a cascade for Dimwit.
Sending some of that back, and again, Packy starting to stack up on those sides. He may have just run out of time to address it, and is just going to have to go underneath and go up.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
and
a rare swear from Dimwit.
Dimwit said, shucky darn.
Yeah, notice that on columns 1 and 2 did not flip the blue-yellow the way he wanted, but he still gets a giant combo down the left-hand side of the board.
And again, it was just in such tight space, Savage. He's so good at those blink and you miss him combos. And it's one of those things, especially if you're newer to the game, you're going to think a play by one of these players is a complete mistake, a misplay, until you see the next sequence of 3 or 4, and then suddenly, again, half the board's gone.
Yeah, so Packy struggling a little bit under all this garbage. Left-hand side and right-hand side blocked up.
And we're even up at 1 over on DrMC2 between Swong and Rodzilla. really, really excited. These are all some really good guys, really good players here as we get near the end here. But this garbage is going to help Dimwit huge. That puts him down to 5 viruses. But the second surge of garbage, not so much.
Now he does have the opportunity to clear all of this blue garbage off horizontally, and that'll leave room open for a combo. So Dimwit is doing that right now. Oh, and Packy clears some more viruses for Dimwit, dropping down favorable garbage. And now slightly unfavorable.
And we have folks in our chat cheering for Dadwit. And also a Shucky Darn coming out on Packy's side of the board as well. As, a fat log. We love those here. Oh, and a misflip. That's huge.
Dimwit finally getting the blue that he wanted such a long time ago.
Packy just needs to aggressively combo here, try to cut off that column 8. Meanwhile, Dimwit hoping for any sort of blue. He's going to get it.
He's going to get it.
Dimwit is now going to put Packy behind 2-0.
Shucky darn, JB.
Shucky darn indeed.
All right, intense games, my
And
friend.
these two are so good. They have a great mutual respect for one another.
Totally. All right, when you're ready.
And over on DrMC2, it is very highly competitive over there. Again, just some of the highest level of Dr. Mario you're going to see. And we've got tons more for you throughout the rest of the year and all of 2023. But right now, as I add that crown over on Dimwit's side, just to indicate it is in fact 2-0. We are here in this third game, but we've seen Packy on the brink of elimination before, and this is really, really where he steps things up.
Yeah, Packy's been playing an excellent game so far. His top line has been so even, and both of them have been trading back really good combos. But notice just how little garbage is there on Packy's board.
Yeah, Packy playing a clean board here, really just turning into speedrunning mode here at this point, just trying to get that board clear. And you see he's halfway down the board already, just absolutely amazing. When he gets that speed going, he's very, very hard to stop.
Yeah, so it's going to be Dimwit's job to just slow him down with a ton of combos. But notice, I mean, just Packy's got so much going on right now in terms of how clear he is, how many options he has for all of these different pills. Nice tee down the center of the board for Packy. Does clear some garbage off of Dimwit's board.
John Dat Flindo in our chat saying Packy is in revenge mode. Yeah, Packy's angry. When he gets angry, he just starts tearing boards apart. But Dimwit slowing him down just a little bit, a quad drop, but not really too detrimental on Packy's side of the board.
True story. This time last year was the first time meeting Packy in person. I was intimidated to talk to him. I don't know if I talked to him all weekend.
Well, and you see that too because, I mean, Packy's just so constantly competitive and just a fierce competitor. But, one of the most chill guys. We've gotten to hang out a little bit here as I've been in Columbus, as Dimwit in a little bit of danger here. A combo might get him in big trouble, lowers that stack down a little bit. But we hung out, played some Zelda Randomizer, and just, had some laughs and were silly. So, Dimwit, very down-to-earth guy here. We're looking over on this side, and Swan pinned Rodzilla down. It's 2-1 over there. So we're getting closer and closer to our grand finalists. But right now, Packy down to 4 viruses. Absolutely huge. And a big combo. That's going to slow Packy down just a little bit, but he can still work around it. Really looking for a red-blue here, Savage.
Yeah, because when this yellow drops down, Packy's going to have some trouble. Garbage is going to drop down on top of that, so he's going to have to find a way around that yellow in row 2.
And I think the way around it may be held in that little gap there, but I thought maybe he would try to go for the red L's, just kind of reset that and maybe take another crack at it. But it looks like he's just going to go hard clear on it. Maybe build himself a shield here so he doesn't have to deal with that. And no, it doesn't come soon enough here. So again, another block, but a horizontal clear opens it back up.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he is going to go for this combo, vertical into horizontal. And now he is going to have, with this double yellow, if he takes it there, he is going to have that red open. Just needs a couple more reds, but he has put an umbrella over it so that Dimwit cannot drop anything straight down on top of that red.
All he can do is disrupt what might clear things to do a forced drop clear. But as we see here,
yes,
it is
clutch garbage.
To go, clutch garbage, and that is a clear for Packy. Packy staying alive.
All right, I'm ready. Yeah. Ready? Yeah.
And on DrMC2, we got Rod up really high. Swan getting him on the ropes, but he's bringing stuff down bit by bit. Staying alive.
Swung very, very close to punching that ticket, but nothing is safe here in Dr. Mario.
All right. And we're off for Dimwit and Packy game 4. Dimwit setting up an all vitamin combo. And Swang is going to be moving on.
And we still have to determine this here. We are in game 4, best of 5 here, as we are still rocking things. And Dimwit I don't have Dimwit's seed. I think Dimwit's the 6 seed, Packy the 7 seed, if my memory is correct.
You have a USB-C cable?
I like to plug this in.
Yeah, because the one that I had isn't working.
Packy again with a really even top line here, but Dimwit drops a triple down on top of him. Doesn't really cause much of a trouble because it leads Packy open to a nice combo there.
Very messy board on Dimwit's side. Packy again really playing that hard and fast blitz mode here that he's so well known for. And I mean, with these two, it is a clash of styles. Dimwit a lot more methodical, a lot more combo centric, where Packy is essentially duct taped to the down button.
Nice combo there from Dimwit. Double red down the center of the board. Looks like he could set up with a really great red-yellow, but he clears that off. Still gets a red-yellow combo, not the one that I thought he was going for, but it does hurt Packy a little bit. He's got to work on that yellow on column 2, but makes it into gold.
36-17 here, Packy with a big advantage here. Imagine forcing a game 5 after going down 0-2. That's absolutely epic. And it may very well happen here, but Dimwit putting down that clutch garbage, just really putting a stop to things, and a nice double red play there by Packy, as Dimwit playing a split board now on his side.
Yeah, columns 1 and 2 and 7 and 8, pretty tough, although he might have an opportunity with this red that he could take it out horizontally. Looks like Packy has a horizontal of his own, dropping into a vertical. Nice combo there.
We love seeing those drop crosses, getting those verticals into horizontals, or both. They both look so intense. These two are great competitors, and you know, they get into that just focus mode.
For those of you in the chat, we do have a bi-coastal semi right now. Packy West Coast, Dimwit East Coast.
Nice playing here from our players, 22-5. Packy looking to force that D-sider.
Big T. Nice T into another combo, dropping a quad on Packy, slowing him down.
Packy saying that's fine though, infringing
that's not
on
so much fine.
Leviticus's gimmick.
Good drop there for Packy. These yellows in column 4 are just going to be the toughest bit, but once he has them cleaned out, he can take that blue out horizontally.
That short stack by Packy. He's down to 3 viruses, and he is going to have to reset on going for those yellows. And Dimwit again. And we've got a raid from our sister channel, the DrMC2, a party of 36. This is it. This is the last channel you're going to see here, folks. And Packy forcing a decider.
Nicely done. would have put good money that this would happen. I don't think anyone would have bet against me that they would go to 5.
I mean, in this fashion, though,
Yeah.
having been the victim of a reverse sweep, this could go either way here. But oh, I'm excited. Are we excited, Tor? We got this, and we still got the finals. 20 shekels on Dimwit. So.
What's the exchange rate there? Okay.
Shekel darn.
Shekel darn indeed.
All right. Yeah, let's give you a countdown. It's like game 5. All right, let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, pills. One of these two players going to the championship. Packy looking to become a back-to-back champion again. And he's already kind of off to the races here, but Dimwit with a smart underclear, dropping that garbage down, and it looks like he's setting up for a horizontal.
Oh, you got it. Dimwit's got a nice tee there.
Uh-oh, look at this. Packy in a bit of trouble here already. Lowering that down and 2 clutch clears there. When you see things get to that third to last row, that's when you really start to open up your eyes.
Oh, wow. Clutch garbage coming from Dimwit. It really helps Packy clear some stuff out, and now that top is clear for Packy.
Uh-oh, Packy might put this away.
Whoa,
He might put Dimwit away here in this 5th game.
Oh my gosh,
another
he's
combo's
getting
coming.
it.
He's done it! Oh my goodness! Packy with almost a near one-hit KO on Dimwit.
Wow.
What a finish! And Packy,
I was not expecting that.
these two embracing. Again, this is one of the best rivalries with Dr. Mario. And we have seen Packy come back down big twice this weekend.